Hey, what up, Hammer fam? Welcome back to HammeredHead. For today's review, we're looking at the Vintage Collection's Deluxe Jango Fett out of Attack of the Clones. I've heard great things about this figure, so I'm pretty excited to see him. Looking at him on the box, I really think these images look awesome. They got him in some great action poses. We get to see his flamethrower and the jetpack in action. On the side, we see him like right before he gets killed by Mace Windu. So it's pretty sweet we can get that pose. Then another jetpack shot over here. I really like all the backgrounds on these pictures too. It looks a lot like the Geonosis Arena. You can have like the pillars in the background. So it's some nice photography. There's all the stuff we get. I'm not the first person to say this, but this guy should not have been deluxe. It's absolutely ludicrous that Jango Fett did not come on a standard TVC card back. But again, I'm not the first person to say that, so nothing really new in that opinion. And as an opener, it doesn't really matter to me because I'm just going to take him out of the box anyway. So let's do just that and take him out of the box. Alright, so I'm not a Jango fanboy by any means, but I am a big enough man to admit that this is one of the coolest figures we've ever gotten. He poses really well, the accessories look great, the armor looks great, just everything about this guy is done very, very well. So that flamethrower effect just pops right into his flamethrower, which makes for some really great poses, but I'll take it out for now. Then looking up close, overall just the armor has like a nice glint to it. It looks very clean and shiny, just like in the movie. And then the coloring is good. He has like a sort of purple jumpsuit, and then more blue paint on the armor itself, which pops really well on that metallic silver armor. Pretty solid details all around too. You can see like on the chest piece he's got some stuff. His gauntlets are really good. They both have like these tubes coming out to connect under his jumpsuit to the rest of his armor. Helmet looks really nice. The rangefinder does move, which we love to see. Jetpack is great. Some lines on it, different shades of blue. It looks really pretty. It's a little loose in his back. Sometimes it falls out a little easy. But he even has like these buckles on his back piece, which look great. His belt is like leather, and it actually looks very distinct from the rest of him. Like you can tell it's a different material from the way it's painted. He even has like some buckles on it here. And then the holsters are good. You can see it's like a pretty much just like a hole where the barrel goes in, but it's a really, really firm fit. It's not going to fall out or anything. Then again, all the way down, just more details on like his knee and shin armor, and then nice black boots that have like pretty solid grips in them. He is one of the swappable head figures, so if you want to see him without the helmet, you gotta pop it off. Oh god. There we go. And then pop his regular head back on. And then that looks really good too. His haircut is really nice, and the eyes are really amazing, and he's got tons of like scarring and, you know, injuries on his face. So this guy's definitely seen some stuff. He's been getting after it. There's a reason he's the #1 bounty hunter in the galaxy. The flame effects pop right into the jetpack, which looks great. So he can fly into combat. And just look at the blaster in closer detail. It's a really fine sculpt. They did a really great job making this look like his actual weapon from the movie. It's a very unique blaster. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Articulation is some of the best we've had. He's got the ball jointed head and neck with a really good range of motion. Really smooth ball joint shoulders. His pauldrons are soft, so you can, go all the way up. No restriction there. Then ball jointed elbows again. His left forearm swivels, not the right one. But this one that actually holds the flamethrower effect does. And he's got ball jointed wrists, which are pretty good. That ball joint upper body, which has a huge range of motion. And then again, the hips ball joint. You're gonna find though if the pistol is in here, it kind of like bumps into his belt. So if you want to do like some crazy splits or something, that might get in the way. But then he's got swivel thighs and ball jointed knees and ankles that have really good up and down motion. Almost too good. So you're going to be able to get this guy in pretty much any pose you'd need. There you go, Jango Fett. Overall, this figure is a fat dub. Definitely the best Jango Fett you can get. For one, appearance-wise, he's just amazing. Really great paint apps. The armor is really shiny. Lots of details all around. The accessories are really good too. The jetpack, the flame effects look really nice. The blasters are a great sculpt. But then secondly, that articulation is just really amazing. He can do pretty much any pose you need him to, and he looks great doing it. Only complaints I have are the jetpack, at least on mine, is pretty loose. I don't know if that's standard, but not a big deal. And then the deluxe packaging that's unacceptable. He should have been on a card back, and if he's going to come deluxe, he should have at least had the poncho. But again, like I said in the beginning, it's whatever. I opened him, and he looks great. I'm happy with him. So if you're an opener and you're a Jango Fett fan, this guy is definitely worth it. But let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Don't forget to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page. And don't forget, stay hammered.